Guys, we're going to be deciding right now who's going to be going on. It's going to be IdrA or NesTea to the finals to face the winner of MVP versus NannyWatch. Is going to be immediately following this match. But I got to say real quick, before we jump into the game, a huge shout out to all the people turning out here in Providence, Rhode Island. Day one of MLG Providence, the grand finals. If you guys have those signs, make them all weekend. We want to see as many signs as you guys have. That's probably one of my favorite parts, I think, about MLG.
You like the signs?
The signs are good, man.
Yeah, you know, I like the signs, but you know what I like even more than that?
What's that?
The games.
Games are pretty good.
We got to get this started, JP. I have to know who's going to win, IdrA or NesTea. They have played two amazing Zerg versus Zerg so far. If IdrA can just not get angry about that loss he just had, just look at it and say, oh, okay, I overextended slightly at this point.
NesTea over there clapping his hands together. Looks like he wants to make quick work of IdrA in this next game. Do you think that he might go for any cheese play that we have seen him do?
Oh, you know, I don't think so. I think he's going to play a standard game here, but we will see.
All right, guys. Well, over here on the 3 o'clock position of Metalopolis, of course, MLG Metalopolis cross spawns. We do have from Team Incredible Miracle, the 3-time GSL winner, the winner of the last game now, 1-1 here. Who is going to the grand finals? Is it going to be from Incredible Miracle, NesTea?
Some people seem to think so.
Some people.
Some people, but let's see here, because this guy right here, a very old friend of mine, totally awesome foreign player, one of the great hopes of the non-Koreans. Give it up for EG IdrA.
I think we know who the crowd's cheering for here, Artosis.
That's right. NesTea likes a challenge. He's tricked everyone into cheering for IdrA.
All right, so now, again, I mean, here we are once again, cross map position. Are we going to see a long drawn out macro game? This is really something that I did not expect.
Well, you know, this is like the one map where that is so common. We definitely could see a creep highway again. Will we see mutas on this map? That's a very hard one. The third base is kind of far away from the natural, but you can get creep up there very quickly. You can get hydras spread around. I don't know, but I do think we're going to see both players at least get a third base here.
Yep, and here we go. 15 hatch for both players will be the build for the start of this game. Now, I do have a correction to make. I believe you can get close by air, and I believe if we were close by air on this map, you would probably see mutalist.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, JP. It's just so quick to fly in there and harass, as opposed to the walk-around route, which takes a very long time.
Yeah. All right, well, I mean, this has been an incredible opening, I feel, for really what is going to be an incredible weekend of matches here with the best players in StarCraft 2.
It's a miracle how incredible it's going to be, JP.
It's a terrible joke, Artosis. I hope that no one got that because that was so bad. We've also got over on the blue stream, and here all weekend we've got 4 other great casters, or 3 other great casters, I forget, because we have so many casters here.
3 other great casters and a bad one?
Well, I forget, man.
Don't talk about Tasteless like that, JP.
Of course, we have Tasteless, DJ Wheat, Husky, Mr. Bitter, and then we have our community casters over there. Of course, if you want to watch them, you have to actually buy that MLG Gold membership, $30, and you can get high-quality streams and, of course, access to those 2 community streams.
Dude, it's so worth it, especially with the way the economy is going. Buy gold everywhere.
Exactly. And, of course, check us out over on Twitter. Tweet at MLG. Let us know what you guys are thinking of the event. Also, add Artosis over at Twitter, twitter.com/Artosis. Add me. I'm ItMeJP. And let us know what you think here of the Global Invitational. And let's jump back into this match. There's really not all that much going on right now.
That is quite right. We do have speed on the way for IdrA Zerglings. NesTea just starting now as well. Very similar builds by both players. NesTea getting a few drones out a little bit quicker. His Ling's going to be a little bit later than IdrA's. You know, NesTea just trying to squeeze out each and every additional drone. And ooh, a Baneling nest going up. So now we will see, will NesTea get a Roach Warren in time and stop this attack from coming, or, you know, will he die?
I really like this opening from IdrA because it feels like it can go so many different ways. It really all comes down to what he actually sees in his opponent's base, and it's something, it's a sign of really a great player because he's able to adapt and react to his opponent rather than just playing a build that he knows right off the bat.
And in fact, IdrA is looking really good right now, JP. NesTea just added on 6 drones. IdrA has a lot of Zerglings in production. Speed and the Baneling Nest are going to finish at the same time. Roach Warren just going up now, but it might be too late.
And where is the Roach Warren? There we go, right there. So I don't know if that's going to be enough, as the Lings are slowly going cross-map, and he's still continuing to produce them. 10 more coming out. And actually, NesTea's not making all that much. Does he have the spine crawler down anywhere? No, he does not. That is something that's very, very important to snipe those Banelings before they can connect with those drones.
And, well, he's making Banelings right now. The Roach Warren is not done, JP. This could be just so deadly. NesTea may, in fact, have to even give up his natural. I am not sure if he's going to be able to hold this at all.
Is it all going to come down to these 6 Banelings? They have a special mission here. Will they connect with these drones? These 2 queens are going to be so important.
The
and they slip up into the main.
Going into the main base here if he splits these just right.
Oh!
And that was not the perfect Baneling move, but, well, we have IdrA coming in with even more here. A couple Banelings as well. NesTea has to target those down. He does have roaches, and that's a lot of red drones right there. Killing off 2 more. And he's only actually killed 6 drones. Only 6. That's a decent number of drones, but he lost a lot of Lings and a lot of Banelings, which of course are not the cheapest things in the whole world. Now, can he run in with some more Speedlings, maybe target down some of the red drones? That could be a smart move.
Well, he could also run in with 4 of these Banelings up here. They do have a pretty quick path to get into the natural, but that is a lot of roaches there from NesTea. It's really going to come down to how much you can kill with these 4 drones.
Well, NesTea has a lot of roaches at his natural. Not the best spread, though. These Banelings may be able to run past. And here we go. He's going to poke in the front with Zerglings and in the back with Banelings. And beautiful!
He gets so many of those drones, and what is NesTea going to do to respond to that?
He actually killed 16 drones so far. He just killed off 10 more. IdrA just playing a beautiful game. NesTea down in drones 28-31, but he does have a lot of roaches, so he's safe. He's not going to die anytime soon, but IdrA has to be feeling amazing right now as he throws up his own Roach Warren.
Yeah, we see the +1 just now started for NesTea. IdrA will be getting that very soon for himself. 2 Lings do run in here, and they see the tech. Of course, this Roach Warren, they will see actually everything going on. This +1 should be started here in just a couple seconds, but how does NesTea really respond to this? Does he stay in his base, kind of turtle up, or does he go for a big bucket?
That was 5 more drones down.
You know, keep doing that all game, I guess.
You know, at this point, we might see a July Zerg-esque type of play from NesTea. He may decide that the best chance that he has is to hit a +1 Roach timing attack. That's something that we've seen so much from July Zerg. And it can be risky, man. You know, if they stop it, they're pretty dead. And oh my god, sneaking up with Zerglings right now. Gonna try to target down drones if possible. And that Queen, that's a big loss right there for NesTea. IdrA just chipping away at him.
And here comes IdrA once again. Is he gonna send these Lings in over to the natural? There's a lot of roaches on the low ground there. I'm not sure if IdrA wants to engage in that, but we see right now there is a lone Ling left in the main base, and he is going to town.
And he's killed 2 drones with it. Is NesTea falling apart?
I'm not so sure. IdrA.
Yeah, NesTea is definitely looking. Well, actually, he's making 14 Lings in another hatch. Okay, that hatch may have been a trick. He let the Lings see that 3rd hatch, and okay, no, he's going lair, so he is going to expand. But NesTea getting a decent amount of his own Zerglings right now, which is kind of interesting.
You see the 3rd base of IdrA is almost complete. He does have roaches to defend against it, but what a wild game we've seen so far here in Game 3.
That is right. IdrA's 3rd base going to be up before NesTea's. He's done a lot of damage to NesTea. In fact, their supply is pretty similar, actually, 90 to 89. That's as close as you can get without it being exactly the same.
Now, what is NesTea going to do here? Is he going to try to deal with this 3rd, or really, what is his general idea with these Lings? Is right now it looks like he's just trying to find an entry point, but
that is the question, JP. I mean, I have no idea what he wants to do with these Lings. I think he wants to start doing harassment, but IdrA has a perfect spread right now. He has roaches at his 3rd, roaches at his natural, and Speedlings in between. He's airtight, man. He's like one of those Ziploc bags with the color-coded seal.
Yeah, that's the best kind, I hear.
It is, man. It'll keep all your stuff dry in your bag.
Artosis, the Ziploc bag connoisseur. That's your new name.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
All right, so right now we have both players working on a lot of upgrades. NesTea getting that burrow upgrade and the roach speed a little bit quicker than he did before. IdrA just starting his roach speed now, so they're both very even. 58 drones to 59. Very similar numbers of Zerglings and roaches, so despite everything that happened with all that harassment, the game is pretty even, and NesTea is going for a Hydralisk Den. So we're going to see NesTea with that same unit composition as last game. IdrA, will he go for a Hydralisk Den, or will he go for an Infestation Pit? That is the next question.
Yeah, we'll really have to find out. I think last game, you know, if it wasn't for that one slip up, I felt like the Infestation Pit was a better decision for IdrA, of course.
It's the better long-term decision. You know, if the Hydra build doesn't do damage or the Infestor build doesn't overextend, you know, the Infestor build normally will end up winning in that scenario. But we will see IdrA, in fact, throwing up his own Hydralisk Den at this point, running these Zerglings down, trying to do what he can, and I don't know where it is. It's somewhere. There it is. Hydralisk Den just popping up now. And, you know, cool. Little harassment. Doesn't look like too much damage will be done. You know, trading 8 Lings for a couple drones, well, the Lings aren't going to be useful anymore, so that's cool, but, you know, that's 4 larvae against 2.
Now we see IdrA over here on this kind of right channel of Metalopolis. It looks like he's just going to sit these roaches there, make sure that no Lings can really run by. In terms of the upgrades, I believe NesTea does have 1/1, so
yes,
he's a little bit better in that department. And we see these roaches going in. That's a little bit scary. He could get surrounded by these Lings if NesTea was able to scout it out.
Yeah, that's quite true. And in fact, IdrA looks like he wants to start putting on some pressure with his Hydras and Roaches, but as he sees that NesTea is going Hydra Roach too, looks like he wants to pull back for now. And I think that's the right choice. You know, if you have to travel across the whole map and you're fighting in their natural, unless you did something way better than them, it's going to be very hard to do.
And here's a Queen in the main of NesTea with almost 200 energy. I'm not so sure what's going on with that. It might have been the 3rd Queen that he made in that beginning of the game to really defend against that attack. But NesTea is actually going cross map with a huge force here. We see that the Groove Spine is about to finish, +2 attacks, very close to being finished as well. And once again, IdrA's going to try to take that high yield, but this is a big attack here.
Yeah, this is pretty big right here. He's got to be careful, though. You have to engage with everything at once. And NesTea actually overextended there for a moment.
Uh-oh.
And he is at the same time counterattacking the 3rd base. He has a lot of Hydras, but so does IdrA. And these upgrades, they are the same. So it's going to come down to who has more in this battle, who has a better surface area. And actually, NesTea has a lot of Roaches stuck behind his Hydras here, and that is not a good sign. Can he actually break through here? IdrA still with a lot of Hydras.
Yeah, I think actually IdrA's won this battle just because of how many Hydras, but here come the, Hydras, yes, but here come the reinforcements actually.
For
very,
both
very
players
close.
Indeed, and NesTea looks like he is thinking about backing up here. It looks like he took a few more losses, and IdrA pushing him back. He is actually up by 50-ish supply right now.
Yeah, 171 to 128, +2 attack finishing for both players, but IdrA might get sandwiched here with the forces of NesTea. A lot of Roaches back here in the back as they will join up, and now it's a pretty even fight. NesTea will have to fall back though.
NesTea with a lot less supply right now. That attack, I'm surprised that he thought that he could actually go in and kill. He did a little counterattack to the 3rd during that with Lings, but you know, that wasn't enough. He really should not have attacked it. If you're going the same exact unit counts, you have to be so careful about when and where to engage.
These Lings, where are they going to get? Oh no, they will meet the Roaches, but now they're going to run into the main, getting us around on a couple of these Hydras. Looks like he will leave alone. He's going to go straight for that Queen.
And that Queen looks like it may in fact go down. Yes, it does. And IdrA getting into position perhaps to do a little attack of his own.
Catching some of these Hydralisks off guard, but they will live. IdrA looks kind of scattered right now across the map. He has little pockets of Roaches everywhere, but he's not committing really anywhere on the map.
And guys, don't forget that we are watching the MLG Global Invitational. We've been doing it online for weeks and weeks and weeks. This is the finals. We're not up to that part of the tournament yet in the actual MLG event where we will see these two play.
Yeah, this is the first of 2 semifinals here. Whoever wins this is going to face the winner of MVP versus NesTea. Excuse me, MVP versus Naniwa, which is coming up right next after this.
Well, right now we have NesTea just about to max out again, but IdrA has that gold. He's being, oh my god, what is going on? IdrA, being a sneaky snake, gets over there and will not be able to pick it off. And in fact, he has killed a few more drones, and he counterattacks into the gold. IdrA with amazing unit maneuvering. This is just, it is a treat to see this. He's doing a great job, but NesTea right now is making 5 infestors as opposed to IdrA, who's just going for a 5th base against the 3 base of NesTea.
Yeah, I really feel like if NesTea doesn't do enough damage with these infestors and this big army that he has, IdrA might just run him over. I mean, he has so much money right now and this high yield. He has so many more hatcheries, so much easier to reproduce and get a bigger army quicker than his opponents. So this might be kind of the last hurrah coming out of NesTea.
You know, I almost hope that NesTea doesn't attack coming up here with these infestors. He may want to go into a very long game and just take his bases a little bit slower than IdrA and just, you know, make IdrA go into the starved out phase where it's like, okay, I guess we have to go Broodlords or something like that now.
Now, one thing that IdrA could do here is just throw down a ton of spine crawlers for defense. I mean, they do very, very well against the roaches, but looks like he will not have time as NesTea's going in.
NesTea has 5 infestors with this army. If he uses them just right, he may be able to win this. Those roaches not being able to do the full surface area that they want to, and beautiful fungal growths on that top group. Those are going to fall in mere seconds. Oh, and NesTea may break through IdrA's Hydra line, and that is going to make NesTea's army so much more powerful. He has 20 more roaches on the way right now. He is, in fact, way ahead of in supply over IdrA and moving into the natural. This is where all the units are rallied to, so he's catching the units in the rally. NesTea, does he have enough to hold on and kill IdrA here?
I'm not so sure. IdrA is actually focusing down the infestors there that had no energy, but he still actually has so many units coming out here. I'm not sure if NesTea will be able to reinforce here. Will IdrA actually hold this Artosis?
He may be able to, but this is a lot of Hydras of NesTea right now. He's continuing to rally out as many roaches as he possibly can. He really needs to get them all over to the natural, though. He has some of them over on the right side of the map. Those have to come down. He needs to keep his army in a ball to really use it. IdrA might be able to pick off smaller pieces if he doesn't, but he does, and IdrA GG's. Oh my god, IdrA very upset with the loss here, but amazingly played by both sides.
Oh, wow.
And give it up for NesTea.
Big round of applause, guys. NesTea taking out IdrA in some of the closest ZVZs, I think. It's some of the most competitive ZVZs that we've really seen.
And NesTea shows that, man. Look at that. A champion indeed. NesTea going over, giving IdrA a lot of respect by shaking his hand. Normally, when NesTea plays the ZVZ in the GSL, he goes into the back laughing. He's like, he tried to play ZVZ versus me. But no, that was so close. IdrA outplayed NesTea in a lot of pieces of all 3 games. Yep. That was, if they meet again, I have no idea who's going to win. I almost feel like IdrA is this close to being